Hello, I'm Cheryl Jacobs, and welcome to our Kids Party Characters podcast. Make sure you subscribe below. And today we're going to talk about 5 ways to help your child prepare for back to school. Back to school is just around the corner, and for most families, this means some significant challenges are about to take place. Both you and your child are probably having mixed feelings about this return to the rigors and joys that come with spending the bulk of your day at school. As with most of us, the transition will be easier if you go into it with a plan. So, here are 5 things you can do to make back to school the best experience possible for you and your kids. Get into the routine. Without a bell to answer to every morning and 6 hours of day, you've already being planned for you. The daily routine around your house has certainly changed and perhaps even evolved into a no routine at all. There's nothing wrong with it, but you will still want to ease back into it rather than trying to just do a cold turkey on the first day of school. This is not to say that you have to start the school routine, but do get your child used to some of these habits that they'll need during the school year. If bedtime has drastically changed, get it back on track. People often advise making small adjustments by moving the bedtime up 15 minutes earlier each day. Do what works for your kids. Don't just make a big deal about it. You don't want them dreading the return to school and developing negative associations with school. If your child gets all their clothes and belongings ready for school the night before, get back into this habit. Start being consistent about when they shower, what time they eat dinner, how they spend time that they have, and anything else that is different during the school there that is when it's over the summer. Establish expectations. Don't just go around making changes in your family's life without taking your child and getting their input. The type and level of input they need to provide will, of course, depend on their age. Talk to them about how many days are left until the school starts again and what you're going to expect from them as they transition into a new school year, as well as what they need to expect from you. If you're just telling them to go to bed while it's still light out, turning the screens off, and limiting their junk food intake one day without explanation, you're going to experience some immediate resistance. This school thing is suddenly no fun at all. Discuss the change that needs to be made and how they'll benefit your child and help them be healthier and happier and more successful at school. Try to make some of the positive changes. If you've gotten out of the habit of reading every night before you go to bed, pick this up again. Instead of having a free-for-all junk food fest throughout the day, schedule a treat for your child that will enjoy just before bedtime or whenever works for you. If there are things about school that didn't go well last year, try changing them this year in hopes of improving the experience for your child. For example, if she's always running out the door at the last minute, adjust wake-up time. Take more time preparing the night before, or pre-plan her breakfast menu so that she's not scrambling for something to eat. Frame expectations in a positive way. Don't say, we've got to do better this year. Instead, go with, I know how you don't like X made you feel last year. Let's try Y instead, so this year will be easier for you. Resolve anxieties. Go deeper than asking your child if he's ready to go back to school. His surface answer may not portray the anxieties he's feeling about all the things school brings surrounding friendships, academies, academics, and navigating the social landscape. If there were obvious issues, start there and ask how he's feeling about facing these issues this year and what the two of you can do together to ease the stress. You may have the best chance of uncovering issues you weren't aware of if you have the conversations about potential anxieties in an informal, relaxed environment. You may want to bring these things up casually by asking innocent questions while you're in an environment your child enjoys. Ask about friends, subjects they're looking forward to or not, extra school activities they may be interested in, thoughts about teachers, and just generally whether they feel uneasy or especially excited about anything. Help your child make a plan for resolving anything that crops up this concern. The plan may be as simple as, we'll see how it goes, you let me know, or I'll in with you later after the first week of school. If your child is starting into a new school, make sure the back to school activities are enough to make him feel comfortable in the new week. Arrange to spend extra time going through the building or meeting teachers if needed. Set goals. Goal setting for school can be as formal or informal as you want to make it. At the very least, jot your child's goals down on a piece of paper so they won't forget them. Start the goal setting conversation with asking open-ended questions such as, what would you need for this year to be really fun for you? Or what a successful year going to look like for you? Setting goals is a good way to get your child excited about school. So keep the goals positive and doable. Don't start with, you got one science last year, and you need to bring that up to a 3 this year. Goals should really have nothing to do with grades unless that's a goal your child self-selects. If your school has an honor roll and she wants to be on it, by all means write it down. Just be sure to let your child lead the charge so that they're getting down her goals and not yours. You can suggest things that would improve your school experience, like getting involved in a new activity or learning how not to hate her least favorite subject. But her goals are to have fun outing with friends every weekend and get 2 new outfits to wear to each school each month. Help her to figure out what she needs to do to meet this goal. You will obviously require your approval and probably your credit card. You may be able to weave some of these goals into hers, such as asking to read 20 pages a night to balance out spending more time with friends, or buying more of the extra things she considers essential to her school experience. Keep having fun. Don't go into the school year with an attitude, okay, the party's over, it's back to school. Spend even more time with your kids than you have, if possible, doing fun things before school starts. Make plans for how you're going to continue having fun, enjoying some of the benefits of summer, even after school started again. If your children have concerns about things that they have to give up once school starts, see if you can move those things into a modified way in a different part of their day, or make sure they still get to enjoy them over the weekend. Plan a special outing on Labor Day weekend or another weekend in September, so your child will have something to look forward to. Talk about things that you want to do or continue to do while it's still warm out, and put those things in your schedule. Hopefully you're using a family calendar as we suggested before. Take a look at those first 4 to 6 weeks after school starts and make sure you have enough fun activities scheduled to make your child feel the positive side of life doesn't end when school begins. And of course, this would be a great time for your Kids Party Characters party on the calendar. Whether it's an upcoming birthday, a back-to-school celebration, or just a party because parties are fun, kidspartycharacters.com party is guaranteed to keep the fun in your child's life. Check out our over 200 characters, party packages, balloon artists, cotton candy, and face painters at kidspartycharacters.com, and let us know if you need help planning the perfect party for your child. Also join us on facebook.com/kidspartycharactersny. And again, I'm Cheryl Jacobs. Thank you for listening to our Kids Party Characters podcast, and make sure you subscribe below.